You ever look around and think, how is everyone ahead of me and I am still here? Relax, breathe, you are not late, you are just on a hard level. You see people buying houses, starting businesses, getting married, posting highlight reels, and you start doing math with your self-worth. You look at their timeline and treat it like a scoreboard. You say things like, I should be further by now. I wasted too much time. Maybe it is just not for me. Let me tell you straight, that voice is lying to you. Life did not put you on the same timer as everybody else. Different path, different battles, different responsibilities. You are not behind, you are in training. Every delay taught you something that quick success could never give you. Patience, humility, resilience, discernment, those are not setbacks, those are upgrades. There are people who got everything fast and lost it even faster because they never had to build the character you are building right now. So before you call yourself late, look at everything you carried and still managed to survive. The truth is you were handling storms while they were posting sunshine. You were learning how to stand up again while they were busy taking cute pictures of the days when life was easy. That does not make you less. It makes you stronger in ways you will only understand later. So here are 3 rules for the days you feel like you are losing the race. Rule 1. Stop counting other people's laps. You do not know their injuries. You only see their medals. You do not know who helped them, who funded them, who opened doors for them behind closed rooms. You do not know what they are hiding, what they regret at night, what they would trade just to have your peace. All you see is, congratulations, new car, new house, new job, new relationship. You never see panic, debt, loneliness, pressure, fear of losing it all. So stop holding your life next to someone else's highlight reel and calling yourself a failure. Rule 2. Measure effort, not just results. Did you show up today even though you were tired? Did you do one thing that your future self will thank you for? Did you send that email, study that chapter, go for that walk, turn down that old habit that used to keep you stuck? Good, that counts. Success is not one big move. It is thousands of boring little decisions that no one claps for stacked on top of each other until life has no choice but to shift. So count that, respect that. When you feel behind, open your day and ask, what did I choose today that the old version of me would never choose? That is progress, even if the world cannot see it yet. Rule 3. Shorten your focus, not, where will I be in 5 years? Try this instead, what is my next honest step today? Not a perfect step, not a pretty step, an honest one. Sometimes your next honest step is sending the application. Sometimes it is making the call. Sometimes it is cleaning your room, answering that email, drinking some water, or finally booking that therapy session. One step, then another. That is how every so-called overnight success was built. You did not see the nights. You did not see the fear. You did not see the 1,000 times they wanted to quit too. You only saw the moment the world finally paid attention. Listen, you are not too old. You are not too late. You are not disqualified. You are still here, still breathing, still capable of changing your story. You are allowed to feel tired. You are not required to be finished. There is a big difference between those two. Feeling tired means you cared enough to give effort. Being finished means the story is over. And your story is not over. So let us talk about the parts no one wants to admit. That feeling of scrolling, and instead of feeling inspired, you feel small. You start replaying your past. All the times you stayed when you should have left. All the chances you did not take. All the ideas you buried because someone laughed or you did not believe in yourself yet. You sit there thinking, if I had started earlier, I would be so far by now. But hear me carefully, if you could have started earlier, you would have. You made the choices you made with the awareness you had then, with the pain you carried then, with the options you saw then. You are judging an old version of you with the wisdom you only have now. That is not fair. Instead of saying, I wasted years, try saying, I finally woke up, because the day you decide to change is more important than the years you did not know how. You cannot go back and edit the beginning, but you can still rewrite the middle. And the middle of the story is where all the good stuff happens. This is where you grow up. This is where you break patterns. This is where you learn what you actually want instead of what you were told to want. So if you feel behind in life, let me give you a new question. Not, why am I so late? Ask, what did my pain teach me that I can now use to build something real? Maybe your heartbreak taught you how to love better. Maybe your failures taught you how to move smarter. Maybe your lonely seasons taught you how to be your own friend so you do not cling to the wrong people just to feel less alone. Nothing was wasted if you learned from it. Sometimes the real glow up is not the money or the house, it is the fact that you finally know your worth and there is no discount anymore. Let us talk about speed. Everybody wants fast money, fast results, fast change, but slow work builds deep roots. You can knock over a plant that grew in a week. You cannot knock over a tree that has been growing for years. You are growing roots. Every time you choose discipline instead of comfort, you are growing roots. Every time you get up after a bad day instead of letting it turn into a bad week, you are growing roots. Every time you forgive yourself and try again, you are growing roots. And roots are the part no one sees but everyone feels when the storm comes. So if you feel like nothing is happening, look beneath the surface. Your character is getting heavier. Your faith is getting thicker. Your boundaries are getting stronger. You are learning what you deserve and what you will never allow again. That is not delay. That is preparation. There are doors with your name on them that you are not ready to walk through yet. Not because you are weak, but because you are still gathering the wisdom, the discipline, and the emotional strength to keep what you are praying for. You do not just want to reach the blessing. You want to be able to hold it, without dropping yourself. So instead of asking, why is it not here yet? Try asking, who do I need to become so that when it arrives, I can handle it with grace? Bit by bit, day by day, decision by decision, you are becoming that person. Let us get practical. When you wake up feeling behind, do not argue with your whole life. Do not judge your entire journey before breakfast. Pick one thing that moves you in the direction of your future instead of the direction of your fear. Maybe that is updating your resume. Maybe that is studying your craft. Maybe that is cleaning your space so your mind can breathe. There is power in small finished tasks. They remind your brain, I can do things. I can complete things. I am not stuck. You do not need a perfect 5-year plan. You need a clear next 30 minutes. Use that 30 minutes well and life will start to feel less heavy. And let us be honest, you do not feel behind because of one thing. You feel behind because you are comparing your life to an imaginary timeline that someone else invented. Maybe that is updating your resume. Maybe that is studying your craft. Maybe that is cleaning your space so your mind can breathe. There is power in small finished tasks. They remind your brain, I can do things. I can complete things. I am not stuck. You do not need a perfect 5-year plan. You need a clear next 30 minutes. Use that 30 minutes well and life will start to feel less heavy. And let us be honest, you do not feel behind because of one thing. You feel behind because you are comparing your life to an imaginary timeline that someone else invented. Who told you what age you must have it all together? Who told you are late? Look around. Some people find love at 20 and lose it at 25. Some people meet the love of their life at 50 and get the happiness they never thought possible. Some people find their career at 18 and burn out by 30. Some people wander for years trying different paths and finally land where they belong later in life with way more wisdom and way less nonsense. You do not know when your moment will arrive, but you can decide that while you wait you will build yourself. So that when the opportunity comes you are not scrambling to become the person you claimed you already were. You will already be that person. Disciplined, kind, grounded, ready. You are not late, you are loading. And yes, sometimes the loading screen is slow. But if you quit the game because it took too long, you will never see the level you were meant to play on. Listen one more time. You are not too old. You are not too broken. You are not too far gone. You are allowed to start again. You are allowed to grow at your own pace. You are allowed to carry both regret and hope at the same time and still move forward. Stop saying you are behind and start saying, I am in progress, because you are. Right now listening to this. Choosing not to give up, choosing to feed the part of you that still believes there is more for your life than this. That is progress. You could be doing 100 other things. But a part of you came here because it knows you cannot stay where you are. Honor that part of you. Do not drown it in comparison. Do not suffocate it with old stories about how you always mess things up. You are allowed to write a new story. Sentence by sentence, choice by choice. So the next time you feel behind, pause, take a breath and remember this. You are not on their timeline. You are on yours. You are not behind. You are building. You are not late. You are being prepared. And when your moment comes, when your breakthrough finally shows up, do not act surprised.